What is up, everybody? Tuboverse TV here today, and we're going to talk about the controversy with IGN. So apparently, IGN gave out the prices for their freelance work for them writing articles or their movie, TV, entertainment news, and tech news as well. And people were really outraged about this price. So this lady says, IGN is looking for new freelancers to assist with the daily flow of stories in games, entertainment, tech, and science. $20 base rate per story. Slide and scale for heavy reporting, DM with an introduction and portfolio for details. So that kind of got a lot of people upset about this price range. Usually when they say that they're hiring for stories, they don't put the pay out there because obviously you don't everybody know how much you're paying. If it's like, especially if it's gonna be like a low rate like this, as people are saying. So very interesting with this, the reaction from people with this, and it's like at first I was like $20 per story. I don't know how this journalism industry works. Where I don't know if there's a good pay rate, there's a low pay rate. But from what I'm getting from the replies, this must be like really low pay rate per story. That's like maybe like a few paragraphs or like a paragraph or two. That's like a story right there. It counts a story. You get $20 right there. But if it's like a big like whole essay you gotta write for $20, it's like nah. Like who put all that effort in? So a lot of people are outraged about this. So let's see some of these comments people are saying about this. He just writes $20 for the most basic of stories that don't take our writers as much time to write up. Don't take our writers much time to write up. Plenty of opportunities on the slide and scale. So she came out. So I guess she works at IGN. She can defend this price point right here. Let's see. Out of interest, how long do you expect the story to take? $20 sounds incredibly low for an article center the size of IGN and the revenue from your ad network. Yeah, IGN is a very big company. It's like they are one of the biggest companies in definitely in video games. I know movies as well. I was just watching a video where they were just like laughing up with Jim Carrey showing them off the Xbox Series controllers, the fuzzy Sonic 2 controllers. So it's kind of like if they can hang out with celebrities and stuff, I'm pretty sure they could pay their writers more than $20. It's like, geez. And if we don't pull up IGN too, I'm kind of curious. Like, what would be like a $20 article? Like, this is somebody talking about Guardians of the Galaxy as if for the MCU. This is a lot of writing so far, so I'm assuming this is not a $20 article. If this is $20, and it's like, what the hell? I'm pretty sure, yeah, this is way too much for $20. And as I say, yeah. So I don't know. I think this might be a more than $20 one. But just imagine if you did this full time, you're only getting paid $20 per story. If you have to rely on this for your full time income, that's kind of crazy. Like, what is this, Konami? The difference between eFootball's patch, like, I'm pretty sure there's like a $20 article right here. Like, this shouldn't be too much writing involved in this. Just an example of this one. Like, yeah, this is probably like a $20 article right here. Like, it's like you're not putting too much effort in this whatsoever. But yeah, like, look how short this is. So this is probably like I'm assuming this is probably like what a $20 article would be right here. But you gotta be doing this as a part time. This can't be your full time income right here, because this is kind of crazy. I don't say you can rely on that. Like, you might as well do YouTube at that point. You might as well just make a video about it and make videos. It's like, this is kind of crazy. I'm pretty sure me making a video off this pay rate they know is gonna be more than $20. So I don't know, man. This is kind of crazy right here. Sounds like a great opportunity. Are you looking for anyone who is specialized content with a specific game developer? $20 per story seems very unfair. Yeah, a lot of people are not liking it, so I'm assuming this is not an industry standard right here. I only charge $20, but this is one of the biggest companies in the gaming industry, and entertainment as well too. So it's kind of crazy. $20, that's insane. I don't know much about your industry, but $20 seems a very small conversation for an entire article or feature that's probably took several hours/days for a writer to create. So I'm curious. Is this like you actually going out to find these news stories, or you just like copy and paste and pretty much just changing a few things around from what you see other outlets post? Like how much effort is involved with this $20? This $20 for a base pay for a story. It's kind of wild right here. I'm a self-funded independent film magazine that's never broken even, and where I struggle to make ends meet, my rates are higher than yours and your IGN. So this guy says he is an independent film magazine, and he gives me more money than IGN. That's kind of crazy. Jeez, that is not a good look. That is not a good look at all. As an author, I just gotta say, $20 is insultingly low. Hell, it would have been insultingly low 15 years ago. This is shameful. Yeah. I mean, like, you could just get a job at, like, a fast food place or, like, yeah, Burger King or something like that, and you're good to go at this point. That's just kind of wild because, like I said, they are literally chuckling it up with Jim Carrey on that Sonic 2 premiere, but you can't pay your workers more than $20 per story. That's kind of wild right there. And just the boldness that these people had to even post this on Twitter, like, this is kind of wild. I don't know. Some people, they might be. I don't know. It's kind of. I definitely want to do this for $20. I don't know. That's just me. Like, I just stick making YouTube videos at this point. Like, all I gotta do is just talk for like around 10 minutes, and they're gonna. He says, "I'm not gay, but $20 and $20. What does that even mean?" Okay. Well, now, if it isn't a stupidly exploitative rate per story, that's less than $10 per hour for any well-researched article. Probably even less than minimum wage, to be honest. I think it is less than, especially like a lot of big cities. That's less than minimum. That's like, you might as well get like a regular like fast food job, or like working like at Walmart or something at this point. And I think that'll pay you a lot more than what IGN is paying, which is crazy because this is a big company in the industry, but they give you like chump change. $20, that's half a tank of gas, LMAO. This is horse ass. Okay, so these guys are people who interested. These guys says thanks. He's interested. Okay, I'll do it for $100 per story. And then you gotta think, they're not taking like any regular Joe Smo who wants to write something. They're actually taking like people who probably like graduated college or got like real high like scores and whatever, like journalism or something like that, to do these stories too. So it's kind of wild. There's only $12 per story, which is pretty insane. I wouldn't even bother to collect the samples of my past writing for just $20. It's no wonder so much of IGN's news outlet outposts just repackaged press releases from big publishers. $20 pace rate per story explains a lot, yeah. But then again, if we just being honest about this, who really looks at articles now where YouTube exists? Who really goes to websites and look at articles? Unless it's like some super controversial article, like who, like some clickbait controversy. Who really clicking on these articles like nowadays anyway? $20 a story, he just laughing, is just laughing. $20, that just kind of sucks. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. So people are saying they DM'd the person, so people are interested. Some people are interested. So I don't know, but that sounds kind of crazy. Like a big outlet like IGN is doing, like how much is the smaller outlets doing? Like the smaller websites we look at, like are they paying more or less than IGN at this point? I worked in freelance for over a decade. This rate isn't acceptable. Oh, so this is a person who's like very experienced in this field. He says this rate is not acceptable and is downright predatory. IGN is trying to content farm from young freelancers desperate for a credit/byline and pay them roughly 1 cent per word. For what they're asking for, I charge $2 per word. Okay. IGN paying less than minimum wage for whole written stories. Bad PR at IGN. Congrats, prospective applicants of the positions. We'll be very interested in your paid practices and intentions. Sure to attract a lot of talent. Yeah. $20 per store. Sorry they didn't pay me enough to complete the above sentence. This reminds me of my days writing for Soul Beats at $3 per story. Jeez, $3. That's even worse. Okay, so I guess $2 is better than $3, but jeez, that's kind of crazy. Paying a base of $20 a story encourages writers to rush, regurgitate PR, and not take the time for a thoughtful, researched approach. Quantity over quality has plagued IGN for years, and this approach won't change that. Yeah, this is kind of wild. Like, I'm kind of curious, like, how much do they pay you for a review now? Since it's on $20 per story, like, how much do they pay you to review a video game? That's probably not even that great to begin with. Like, 40 or $50? Like, I don't know. This video game industry is seeming kind of spooky and suspect at the same time about these body paying the people who work for them. Like, this is kind of crazy. This is like $1 billion industry, but they're paying you chump change. Like, it's kind of wild. Damn, work for a website worth millions and make enough to get a Lunchable and a soda. The dream. These responses are hilarious. Pop culture websites get away with underpaying their freelance writers because while you get to write about nerd things for cash, lucky you, knowing full well the content drives traffic where they make your payback and then some in ad revenue. Speaking from experience. $20 per story? Yeesh, lol. Listen, if you're paying $10 per story, you're on a real publication. And if you're willing to work $20 a story, you're a scab. Low rates devalue your work and the work of all freelance writers. Don't shoot yourself and your friend in the foot. Jesus, I can make more than that writing for role-playing games. That is sad, IGN. So people are saying other websites pay them more than what IGN is doing, which is kind of crazy because IGN is, like I said, IGN is a big company and the gaming news and like movie news type of thing, and they're paying you like chump change. It's like, wow, it's kind of insane right there. And just like I said with the boldness, like why would you, if you know this is a low rate that you're paying people, why are you just so bold with it, with just announcing this on Twitter? Like, this is kind of crazy, but I'm going to include this story right here. It's kind of sad that people are getting paid $2 per story, especially if you probably went to college for this stuff, with journalism and all this other, you're probably like a good writer. I'm pretty sure that, like I said, they're not taking any Joe Schmo to make articles on their website, so it's kind of crazy. $20. A lot of minimum wage jobs pay more than that at this point. Especially where I'm at, you can probably get a minimum wage job that pays a lot more than what they're doing. So if you do this full time, this is kind of sad, to be honest. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, but this is pretty crazy. So it's unacceptable. But yeah, I definitely want to see your thoughts down below about this. Leave a like this video. As always, thanks for watching, and peace.